Okay, so let's look at section 1.3. We're going to study algebraic expressions. This is just a very quick review. So at the end of this lesson, you'll be able to evaluate algebraic expressions and you'll be able to simplify algebraic expressions. So first of all, use the order of operations to simplify the following expressions. So pause the video and work the problems and then come back and check your answers. Okay, for the first one, remember when you need to multiply and divide left to right, then you go back and do your addition. So 9/4, parentheses first, there are no exponents, then you do what's inside the grouping symbols and then finally multiply by 5. You're going to go 5 times 2 first, plus 8, then divided by 12. That simplifies to 3/2. And you're going to have to do your exponents first, then any multiplication, and then go and do your addition, subtraction left to right. So if you didn't get any of those correct, you need to go back and rework those and see what you might have done wrong. Key concepts for this lesson. First of all, we need to know that a term is an expression that is a number, a variable, or the product of a number and one or more variables. The coefficient is the numerical factor of a term. The constant term has no variable. And like terms are the same variables raised to the same power. So let's look at our first example. We are to write an algebraic expression that models each word phrase. We're having this one because it's a little more difficult than what you might remember from Algebra 1. You did some of this in Algebra 1, but it's very easy to forget. First of all, if you start out by underlining the key phrase, less than, remember whenever you have less than, you write it backwards. So 6 less than is going to be written as, then a number W, you're going to write it as W minus 6. So it's backwards instead of listing this first, 6 less than. This one's multi-step. We've got the product of 11, so we underline the key term product, and the difference, underline the key term difference, of 4 and a number R. So first of all, we find the difference of 4 and R, and then multiply it by 11. Very good. So now we're to evaluate each expression for the given values. So we're given this long expression, and then we're told to evaluate if C is 4 and D is -2. The first thing you need to do is combine your like terms. So pause the video for a minute and combine your like terms, and then come back and evaluate. We're going to end up with 5C minus 4D when we combine our like terms. So in place of C we put a 4, and in place of D we put a -2, and evaluate. Our answer is 28. Now do the same thing for B. Pause the video, combine your like terms, then come back and check your answer. Okay, when you combine your A's, you should get 6A, and your B's are 12B. So we're going to evaluate A for -3 and B for 5. So our answer is 42. Now they want us to simplify by combining like terms. What are your like terms here? Let's write the T's. So 3T minus 2T, it leaves us with T plus 4. On this one, you've got parentheses, so you're going to have to distribute this 2 across the parentheses first. So -2 times 2R, -4R, -2 times -4 is a +8. Now combine any like terms. There's only one R, but I see an 8 and a 3 that can be combined to be a +11. Okay, here we've got some like terms, so we'll need to combine our Y's and our X's. We list them in alphabetical order. X comes before Y in the alphabet, so we end up with 3X plus 5Y. What about this one? What number do we assume to be in front of the parentheses? Y1. So we're going to multiply, we're going to distribute this -1 across the parentheses, and then we're going to combine our like terms. And finally, we have a modeling situation. You fill your car with gasoline at a service station for $2.75 per gallon. and you pay with a $50 bill. How much change will you receive if you buy G gallons of gasoline? So what they're asking us for here is to, first of all, just write an expression to represent that we're paying with a $50 bill and we're going to buy gas at $2.75 per gallon. So 50 minus $2.75 per gallon, that would be our expression. How much change will you receive if you buy 14 gallons? So we'll need just to substitute a 14 in for G, and it will be $11.50 is how much change we'll receive. Very good. You're ready to begin your assignment.